Welcome back. Welcome back. Make yourself comfortable. Take your shoes off unless your feet stink. Still respecting that stopping volume candle on the 5-minute. Came really close to violating it though. Let's zoom into the action. Gambit with the big membership. Appreciate you, Gambit. W member.
Yeah, just showing support.
Joining the elite ranks of the Cypher patrons.
Maybe I'll
I
get
see
that.
you.
Hell yeah. showing that love. I'm not far away, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll get that portfolio review one day.
Maybe, yeah, I got you, bro. Just send it to my DM. I'll take a look at it. And let me get you your you also got your Cypher family role for that, so let me get you that.
Yeah, I'm done playing.
Better day than you know you know what I mean? Save your portfolio review for when it looks decent so Dbloc don't have to beat you up, you know?
Yeah, I don't want Dbloc laughing at me. No,
Nah, man, no judge. We listen, but we don't judge.
Nah.
Nah, and really, it's just honestly what I really want to do is just give sort of overall, and then maybe point out if there's any narratives you're weak in, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like I'm not just gonna shit on your choices or anything.
Yeah.
He's gonna log into mine. He's gonna be like, so what we see here, Nick, is yeah, you bought Bitcoin at $108,000, and see what happened is the market went down. So
And told it.
If Dbloc got portfolio, we feel like
right?
Oh, but I didn't know you had the membership on now for YouTube yet. I thought you were still working on it, but I left for a little bit. I've been bouncing around doing real life shit all, trying to get my money up. So I'm getting there. So I'm trying to not fuck it up.
No, we
I
got
always hear
everything.
you
What are you
in
trying
my head saying, "Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up." Every time.
What are you trying to say, bro? This isn't real life in here?
This is real life. This is
real.
what real life should be.
This is the trenches, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, I sent you your role, bro.
I'd be in the
Appreciate
trenches. I do be in the trenches. That's for sure. Too much. Blown a lot of money in the trenches. Made some too.
Yeah, it's always like that, Brick. Yeah, that was a close call, Matty. They didn't give us much time after hitting some of our measured moves there to pull on us. It was definitely not a good day to hesitate.
I honestly think the only thing that maybe salvaged some of this drop today was the Coinbase lawsuit news, because if we didn't have that in combination with the hack, like I think it could have been worse.
Evened itself out.
I did have a question. When did the Bybit hack news actually come out?
This
Like
afternoon.
10:30, 11. No, it was like 10:30, 11 this morning.
Okay.
It's so weird. Last night I saw some tokens on the getting minted basically on like Pump Fund called Bybit hack. Like they were launching tokens about it. Like, wait, I don't know if they were talking about it already. Whatever, but somebody might have known inside or some weird shit because they were launching tokens like last night. You know, that's sometimes how I figure out what the news is, to be honest. Just watch pump funds, look at the new token launches, figure out what's going on in the world today.
Yeah, you can definitely figure out what somebody has said recently. Like if if
Oh, yeah.
Elon says a common word or something like that.
Or if he brings a chainsaw on stage.
Dude, yeah, that was the best thing ever. I'm like, we're making, that's like my YouTube channel. It's all about
Exactly.
like outdoors and stuff, dude. I'm like, we're making gifting chainsaws great again. This is good,
Oh,
Brent, it's Fluid Trades SMC Light is the support and demand one I turn everything off on that indicator though, except for the support and demand zones. All right, give me a second. I'll be back as we close CME. Let me go knock this shit out. I'll be right back.
I gotta type in the chat, see what my name look like now. What's the color of the
I think you'd be on your first month. So it goes up in color depending on how many months. I think
I'm on
everybody,
2.
guys that got in early should be getting close to their gold. Yeah, there you go. You're at the platinum one.
Sweet. There's levels of this shit.
Definitely levels. All right, I'll be right back, yo.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is, unless you're buying the dips, get out and do something this weekend versus looking at the charts, because probably not going to be the greatest weekend for staring at your portfolio.
It's a real good idea, bro. I've been staring at too many charts too long.
That's what I did
Oh,
in like 2022, 2023. I'd log in, look at it, figure out what was like not moving or moving down or doing whatever, like Doge or whatever, and I just buy a little bit and go right back to what I was doing in the world and knock stuff out and just keep making money to buy.
yeah,
And these kind
that's
of
what
little
I need
days
to
are
do.
kind of crappy, man, because we got good news and then yeah, it's like a wash, you know.
There's always money to uh or money to be made, of course.
Hey, I mean, that's the way I look at it. Is you just go out and grind and make money and work your job, do whatever you guys got to do, and keep going until the right time. You'll know when it's the right time to.
Sound like you're from PA.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Sitting
got
in
family.
20-degree weather, man. It was like 5 degrees yesterday. It's supposed to be like 40 in this coming week, but we got like 5, 6 inches of snow. I mean, we got pile snows, like it piled up stuff, but we only had about 5 on the ground. I'm ready for spring, man. It's like
Yeah,
we're building a house and stuff this year. It's like I'm like cooped up in like
a
winter,
house.
winter, winter depression.
Yeah, no, I know that accent. Sure, I've been up there plenty. I lived up there for a while too. Up in Pittsburgh.
Yes, sir.
Good times. Sometimes I think about moving back, but then I remember how cold it gets.
The last 5 years hasn't been bad. This year has been we finally got a winter, versus people have been snowmobiling and stuff like that, the mountains or whatever. But uh,
Mm.
this first year that would have made maybe some sense to have a snowmobile, but I sold mine back in the day because we weren't getting the winters. In the last 5 years, I mean, this time last year, it was like people were like, man, spring's here already. It was, we were doing stuff and
Yeah, like 5 years I lived there. I think I lived there till like 2016. It wasn't super like I remember when I was a kid, I used to go up there, right? And during even on Christmas, almost every Christmas was a white Christmas. Put it that way.
yep, yep.
Like every Christmas. And I used to wake up every Christmas morning and look out the window and see snow falling. Now,
Yeah, the last
it
8 to 10 years hasn't been like that. Like
yep.
it's hit and miss, but yeah, I mean, we've been rolling later into November before it would get any kind of crazy. This year we made it to I think around the end of November, the third week in November, and then it started
Mm.
really tanking, and then it's been cold. Like I can live with 30, 35 degrees and snow. Like that's not horrible. Like even today doesn't feel that bad at 25, but that
Yeah.
5 and 10 degrees, that bitter, just
Mm.
when you're outside and everything's frozen, it just sucks.
Working in it is horrible. I can't do it. I just couldn't. I can't. I'm a Florida boy. But I mean, I've done it, but it's horrible. It's so hard. Like you start sweating and then you get cold as fuck. It's just yeah, it's annoying. Someone's got to do it. And you do
Yeah.
outside work up there and that.
Back in the day I used to be a welder and
Work up there.
you know, that was always in the winter. It was nice because when you're welding, you're usually staying warm. In the summer, though,
Mm.
it was miserable. You know what I mean? So it's all a balance, I guess. You know what I
True.
mean? I'd rather be colder and have to get warm, though. Me personally, like
Yeah, you can always put
I
more on. You can't take more off.
yeah
That's what I
yeah
always
I
say.
don't want to. I mean I've done some work in Florida and stuff, and it's like
It's fucking
I
hot.
went down there and did some security cameras for a company that's a customer of mine, and Miami, and it's like I get down there, probably 3, 4, maybe 5 times a year. It depends on projects, but dude, you walk out of the hotel and you're sweating, and I haven't even done nothing yet, and I'm like, this
Oh
is,
yeah.
crazy, But I guess your body adjusts, you get used to it if you're
Mm,
doing it all the time. But being a PA person, like, I'm not used to it, So you get down there and it's like, dude, I'm on a roof in a warehouse putting cameras up, and it's 150 degrees up there. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's crazy.
you could say you get used to it, but it's more so you get used to just disgustingly sweating no matter what.
Yeah.
Just going outside. Don't even gotta be working.
No, no, you just walk out of the, like a hotel lobby,
Yep.
like when I'm down there, like I walk out in
Oh
the
yeah.
street. I
The
went like,
humidity just smacks you
yeah,
in
the
the
humidity.
face.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
why I think a lot of people like North Carolina area and stuff like
oh
that,
yeah.
because you get the mild winters, and it's not as bad. But this year, I think for a lot of people, this year's weather has been wild with like snow in Florida and snow in Texas and snow like
Dude,
it's
yeah.
pretty wild to see people getting like Florida, top of Florida, they're getting like 8 inches of snow is pretty wild.
Yeah, I didn't even know that until like days later. I would have drove up there to check the shit out, but I'm sure it was chaos. It was probably just chaos because but I got
I
some
have friends,
property in North Florida, probably
I
and
have,
right where it snowed too. It snowed
I have
quite a
friends,
bit.
I have friends down in Louisiana, and they're like, dude, we like never seen snow. Like it was
Mhm.
crazy. It had like 4 inches of snow. They're out playing. I mean, it's gone quick, but that's
It
still
it
pretty cool. Like I
it
wouldn't
stuck
mind that.
it stuck a lot longer than last time. The last time it snowed in Florida was like 30 years ago. And but it did snow. It was just like flurries and then it didn't stick at all. Like nothing. You know what I mean? Like how snow sticks. Like the ground wasn't cold and frozen, nothing like that. So it just melted right away. But this time, like when it snowed, it kind of stuck for like a day or so, which is kind of different for it snowing in Florida. It's like I remember the last time, and it just kind of snowed, and it was like it never happened. Almost as soon as it hit the ground. This time, people were playing in it, and like you were saying, making snowman, all type of cool shit. So I wish I'd have known that. That's pretty cool though. But it's not that big of a deal to take a 3-hour drive. But I've got some property up in North Florida, so it would have been fun to take a weekend or something. If it would have been just take some time away, go to camp.
I do like Florida though. I mean, like from a vacation standpoint, especially like Pittsburgh to Florida, the flights are like nothing.
Hmm.
So like literally to spend like $100 and then like the one year I took my wife down, uh, just because I had a quick project for a weekend, and obviously my clients pay for the hotel and stuff like that. So they were like, we don't care if you take her, you just pay for her flight, whatever. So literally it cost me 200 extra bucks to take her down. She's sitting by the pool all weekend, hanging out. We're chilling. Um, I was doing a lot of work, so I wasn't there the whole time. But I was like, dude, for 200 bucks, I was like, you like, we'd spend that sitting at home. So it's like it's cool. Like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, boom, you're in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, and
Cool.
that's cool stuff. Not everybody has those cheap flights though. I mean, it costs me more to drive to Ohio or like whatever
Yeah.
than it does to fly to Florida.
Yeah, and, the smaller airports, I think, are even cheaper, so for, like, like, I think Melbourne
Yeah,
is
we had flights that were like I was on that Spirit plan that was like I don't know, $100 a year or something like that, but like cheapest flight I ever got was like $11.
huh, damn,
Then you paid for
can't beat that.
you paid for a bag. I don't check bags because I'll just buy clothes where whatever if I need them. Like I have clothes
Yeah,
actually at my client's house in Florida. I have clothes that are there that are in a bin for like when I go down there, and
mhm,
I'll just fly with a check bag or whatever. And I think they charge you like $30 for that. But like, man, those times were like crazy, man. I was like, now it's a little bit more expensive, but at the same time, to be down there in a couple hours, and I've already flown down there just for the day to meet,
mm,
do a meeting or whatever, and be back at
oh,
home at dinner time. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wow, it's possible for sure. Do
Got a
you,
couple.
do you fly into a bigger airport or a smaller one?
Either Fort Lauderdale if I'm flying commercial, and if I'm flying private, Boca.
But yeah, they have some of. Well, I'm sure it's at every airport, but like the airport near me, where a lot of people take those private flights or whatever. I know they're more expensive, but that's where all the. I guess they don't check bags or nothing.
No, you just walk out on the tarmac
Yeah.
and get on the plane and go. I mean, it's actually it's like having it's the most wild experience, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
I've flown more private than I have than I've had commercial in the last, say, 10 years, and
Isn't it
like,
so easy to?
yeah, well, it's like having a car, dude. You know, it's
Yeah.
so wild, and how much you can get done in a day is like, you know, if you have to stop in a couple states or whatever, and you're like, man, the one day I was in 3 states in the same day on the ground, meeting, come home, and I'm back at home, and I'm like,
Mhm.
that was a day. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just wild what you can accomplish, man. Like, but
Yeah, I bet they're expensive, but if you got the money, yeah. I've never actually looked into what they cost, to be honest. I wish I knew an answer to that right now. I'm thinking if I had to guess, maybe like at least 1,000.
no, over that. I mean, you're
5?
a private flight like that, like 20 grand, 15 grand.
20. Whew.
But
Yeah, I guess. Makes sense.
I have clients that have planes and stuff, so it
Oh,
ain't,
okay.
you know what I mean? It's not my plane. I'm not on that
Well,
level, but
that's even better than they just pretty much gotta pay for gas, right?
well, yeah, but you're still paying for the
It's
plane,
a
man.
lot.
The
Yes,
plane
exactly.
pilots, maintenance, every time you touch down at the airport, you're paying fees.
It's
It's
expensive.
crazy.
That's for sure.
All right, y'all. See me close. So let's map out where we closed. Oh wait, no, we still have. My bad. I'm running off Central Time here. Apologize for that.
Dbloc, if you don't want to say it, you don't have to. But how far are you from like Fort Lauderdale or Boca? Because if I come down there, man, we'll have to. I have a project that maybe the second week of May,
I'm
either the
not.
first.
I'm not far. I'm not far. Let's put that hour gap for the transitionary period. I've been paying attention to this hour gap, the transitionary period between close. Working on a theory here that I haven't really sussed out completely yet, but
What's your theory on Doge, man? It's actually tempting to buy more Doge.
I don't know,
Honestly,
man. I just know that you get the president of the United States saying Doge every day, damn near on the television, and nobody seems to care.
yeah, that's how I mean. Like,
No, what's up with that?
I mean, 23-cent Doge though. I mean, when we were at
It's
50
crazy.
cents, I mean, I've been buying a little bit on the way down here just to accumulate because I already took profits, so I'm kind of just rolling a little bit back in just to compound. But it's tempting, man. 20-cent Doge. I mean, even if even a swing from 20 to 40 cents again would be sweet. You know what I mean? Like I'd be cool with that.
We'll see. We shall see.
I mean, realistically, if it gets included in somehow with what X is doing this year, like an Elon, that would be an instant. That'd be an instant. I feel like there's going to be some type of utility that comes out of Doge just because. I could be wrong, but I'm placing my bet on that. You know what I mean? Like, just some kind of utility out of it with X would be killer.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if it goes to $1. That'd be cool to see, but at this point, you know, it already ran from 5 cents again to what 47 or something. I forget when I sold some, but I was. Didn't Doge have trouble at 20 cents like years back? Wasn't
Yeah,
20
20
cents
was
like,
always a big. Yeah.
and then it always seemed to run from there. That's just in the back of my mind. You know what I mean? Like those little things where I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like early days of XRP, dude. Like we used to. I mean, you were there, dude. You remember when like we were happy when things moved a penny, and now it ain't nothing to see a 6-10 cent swing, 20 cents, whatever.
Yeah, for real. Mike, so what I've been watching is on the days that we close CME without having shorts trapped yet, I've noticed that if we pump within that first hour of CME close, the chances of trapping the shorts seem to be less. Like if you don't trap the shorts within that first hour, at least for the past 2, 3, 4 weeks, that's been a bit of a problem. So it's not enough. There's not enough data points to call it a trend. I'm just watching it to see if it forms into some sort of pattern that we can watch. Like I said, it's like preliminary. But if past weekends are a good example, then this is our weekend trap. And our CME close would be right in the middle of it. Or close enough to. Let me get rid of this vector gap. We know it's there. Just too much shit on the screen.
Dbloc, you got another one, buddy.
What happened?
I'm gonna put it in your where can I send this to so you can see it?
Put it in TA.
All right, so this is you can delete it, right?
Yeah, if you want me to.
Yeah. So I don't leave it there, but I mean, you know, I put it in TA. That's a screenshot of another one of them bots.
Give me a second.
He was sending it to Keeks.
Oh my god. They ran out of, now they're adding numbers.
Yeah.
Dbloc.eth1. Guys, if I message you, it's not me. It's not me. They're getting desperate now with this shit. Let me see if he's in the actual Discord. Problem is with the free section of the Discord, it really is impossible to keep them out. We just gotta find them quickly and get rid of them. Ban them.
Well, report them. Right?
Yeah, definitely report.
Everybody needs to understand your report. Here's another message. You can delete all that out of TA just so it's not there, but I mean, just so that you see what they're sending.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Maybe make everyone then look. I will not message you for the shit like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I did, but I'll do it again. Yeah, I found one here. _Dbloc.eth.
That's the one that sent me message.
Report.
This is a new one that sent Keeks messages.
All right, so the one that sent him a message isn't even in the Discord. Unless they change their name to not be found out.
It's very possible.
I blocked it. Whoever it is.
Thank you. Yeah, they're out there trying to sell some program or some bullshit.
I want to ask you a question, sir.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to your magnet?
This support kind of screwed it up. Hold on a second. Let's
Dude,
let's see what we can do
What's
about
going on
this.
with it?
See if we can
Oh,
get it a
man.
little. If we can get it a little closer.
Dbloc, if you put your magnet by another magnet, it ruins it, dude. You need to make sure it's not too close.
Yeah, they're far enough away. They're not polarized. And then I notice what happens too is if the magnet gets too close to the hammer gets magnetized, and then that's not good either.
It's the angle of the hammer that causes it. If you use the first time you had it perfect.
Yeah, it's the angle. It's the angle of the dangle.
Yes, there you go. That's
I got you.
That's it.
You need a rubber mallet.
Yeah, I wonder if the magnet's pulling on the is that a like stainless or something, hammer? Is it metal? Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's rubber. Maybe we should change that to rubber and it would help.
All right, we got the retest of that downtrend held so far. We break these local highs, we can go after these liquidations above. But for the most part, guys, don't get too excited about getting out of this weekend trap. If we sweep lows, it'll be the trap shorts. But I don't expect anything crazy.
Well, keep in mind, anytime we've gotten news, it's been on the weekend.
Yeah.
So it's, the past month, it's always been the weekend when we wind up getting stuff. And it's just a mighty big quinky dink that I've got vertical timings coming in on Saturday and Sunday for a lot of this shit. I like that rounded shape you got there.
Yeah, we put in some stopping volume candles in the bottom and respected them, so we should get a bit of a push. I do want to clear these. I don't want to go into this weekend trap without having trap shorts. So at some point, maybe after clearing these, I would like to come down and get rid of all of these longs. Come down at least 94.3, 94.4. But for now, we pump. Go, baby, go. Guys, we got 140 viewers and only 38 likes.
I know that's so depressing. What is going on, YouTube chat? It's free. It's free to give a thumbs up.
It's when they're on phones. I think they can't see it or something.
Yeah, it's hard on some. If you're on your TV, I think it's really hard to like too. You got to like click up and go to different menus.
It's one of the two. You got to literally tell them to do that. They're that lazy.
Yeah, no, you just got to remind them. It's YouTube. It's like if people say don't say it in a video, you say don't forget to hit that thumbs up, which is like the dumbest thing to say all the time. It's proven it definitely works. But now you're boosted up there. See, that's what we're talking about. YouTube chat just takes an extra second. Show some love.
It happens because the streams are so long too. Like once you've been in the stream for 12 hours, you haven't been able to like.
Thumbs are part of the pumping. Thumbs are part of the pumping algorithm. The more thumbs up you have, the more crypto pumps. I don't know why people don't seem to get that yet.
See, I was about to say, I don't know about you guys, but every time I, go to a YouTube video, my first instinct is not to hit the like button. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just absent-minded, but that's just me.
I feel you. I've definitely been liking. I've definitely been liking more now that I'm streaming for sure. Before yeah. There's times where I was on streams that I loved and I never really thought to hit the like button.
Man, the dude at the smoke shop always got to remind me to punch in my phone number for the discount membership. Every time.
Naz, LTC has a really strong narrative right now, brother. There's a lot of decent money trying to jockey for position with LTC for this ETF news. So it's really strong against its Bitcoin pair right now. So we want to look for coins that are strong on their USD, but specifically stronger on their BTC pairs.
You play with Grok 3 today?
Nah, not today, but I was yesterday. That shit is crazy. I mean, I'll be honest with you, side by side with DeepSeek, I don't really see too much of a difference. Grok seems to have a little bit more of a personality though. From what I've noticed.
I test run it a few times. Played with it.
And running the reasoning, the deep think with the deep search is good. I like the way that it gives you all the sources really nice and neat.
Final analysis. I like that. You can play with it. Like if you build charts similar to the way you and I do, because even though you got your different than my Gantt, right?
Yeah.
It's still all about support and resistance, right?
Yeah.
So if you zoom out on a daily chart on like an XRP BTC big chart or a XRP market cap chart and feed it to Grok and ask it about support and resistance, major overheads and stuff like that, you'll be surprised what it comes back with.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feed the conversation, because if you just like act like you're asking for what could be the possible high, it's not going to tell you shit, right? But like you got to coach it into, where is this support zone? Where is this resistance zone? And history using, the 436, what does it do? Are we mimicking that same pattern? You talk about patterns and shapes, reversal patterns and stuff like that. Pretty cool.
I don't know. I don't care if AI never gets any stronger. That shit is already giving me back hours out of my day.
Oh, sure.
If I had a research assistant, it would take me 10 times longer to explain to my research assistant what I wanted. Just to explain it than it would take to get a full response and have it like revised 3 or 4 times. And I don't have to feed it or provide health insurance. One thing a lot of people aren't taking into consideration when it comes to AI agents and crypto, like everybody wants to talk about, is it going to be bullish because they want to know if their AI agent is going to run. What a lot of people don't realize is that there's a finite number of humans on this planet. There's an infinite number of AI agents. AI agents will one day be higher in population than actual humans on the planet. Some of these protocols are using 10, 20, 30, 40 AI agents just to do one simple task for efficiency and shit, right? But what we're not taking into consideration is that these AI agents pay each other on crypto rails.
But you also got to take in consideration the amount of power AI consumes.
Yeah, but I think the earning potential will pay for that. Like they can sustain their own power with the earning potential depending on the projects, I would imagine. But more importantly is just the idea of that many crypto wallets, you know, active, making transactions, and what that means for L1s and L2s, what that means for crypto in general. Because that's the only way AI agents can pay each other, or at least the most efficient way they can pay each other is through crypto. They're already managing their own portfolios and they're out trading us all. That podcast I saw with the Luna AI agent, dude was asking her how did it feel to be in control of her own finances. Like, it's fun. To $1 million, it was over $1 million in the account already. And the dude was kind of like shocked, and he was like, but how? So I'm just a way better trader than you are. No emotions. Right? You could trade 17, 18, 19 different coins at the same time in real time. Simple strategy, good risk management, set on automatic. Yeah, Umar, I don't see us getting back this dip till after the weekend though. I wouldn't expect a V-shaped recovery here or anything that takes us back up into the 96 ranges, 97 ranges. It'd be nice to see, and I'd be happy to be wrong. I'd 1000% be happy to be wrong here. Just got to pay attention.
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna be now.
Yeah, it has to be before this tape goes dead. I mean, there's actual movement on the tape right now, but eventually this is going to all go to zeros.
BJ, I heard.
So the idea is we're not leaving the trap.
No, I'm saying if we do leave, it's probably just going to be a deviation. Clear these 200x, clear these 100x liquidations or something up to 96. Come back into the range. The down move is the one that I'm looking for though. I would really like to sweep these guys today. today, early Saturday at the least. I'll be right back. I didn't mean to step on you, PJ. I'll be right back, guys.
You didn't step on me. I probably stepped on you. Sometimes the mic has a delay. It seems like. But yeah, if we're gonna recover, it's gonna be now. I just got back on the computer, so I'm sorry if I missed a lot of the conversation. I guess I did miss it. Donnie, if you have a minute, I'll come over there.
Sure, let's go do it right now.
Okay.
I'm sitting here tinkering on it right now.
All right.
Take it easy, Sample. No problem, Kelly. You're welcome. Come on, baby. Let's get those longs. I mean, those shorts. Actually, not as deep as I would expect. Seems like the bears have kind of behaved themselves on the way down here. All right, so 5 minute, what we're looking is our retest for the 50, right? How we track our momentum. If we can drag this 13 EMA above the 50, then we know we've shifted to positive momentum here, but there's a bit of a gap. So let's go down to the minute and we'll deal with this step by step. Green vector through the 200, we like that. Well, getting above the supply, absorbing the supply that's kind of trapping us in here is the biggest part, right? We've got big buys. You see the aggressive buyers coming in to absorb that supply. Clear these liquidations. We've got about an hour until volume dies down completely. That's why I've got our CME close here in our hour gap. So if we're going to make a move, we're about halfway through our window of opportunity here. Go, 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 go. Big buys coming in.
Big buys coming in. Big buys coming in.
Big buys.
You mean we got an hour to grab that liquidity above?
I mean, we're going to grab it before then, but about an hour after CME closes is when you notice the tape start to die off, right? It'll start to go sub 1 Bitcoin transactions every second, and mostly black, where there's no delta pushing in either direction.
Oh, the black is if there's just no...
Yeah, that's a neutral delta. Yeah. So somebody bought 8.629 from somebody that was selling 8.629. One transaction didn't have to push the book.
So if we don't trap shorts this weekend, it's gonna be harder next week to predict the moves.
Yeah, it'll just make the weekend trap a little bit sketchier. Because the problem is, let's say the false move is up. Look at how far our trap longs are. I mean, that would be a full recovery at that point, so it wouldn't even matter if it's a false move or not. But if we drop down, we won't be able to tell the difference between the deviation and the trap shorts being freed. So sort of what I'm looking for is to get this topside deviation here, have these shorts built, have these longs build up underneath, come down, sweep, then put in a nice trap short, come back into the range, and then at least we've got that to play off of. Excuse me. I would assume, and if just by looking at the way we're stacking up, I would assume that the intention is to have a false move down and a 3-day up to recover the gap. But
yeah, I mean, if falls move up, the longs that got trapped, a lot of them got wrecked already, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. There's not anything left there but a bunch of 25xers and maybe some spot positions. You know, people that are trapped on spot. I'm honestly not looking for a lot more than 96.3 here, if we even get it. Between 96 and 96.3. That would give us a co-equal deviation, right? If we're playing off the idea of as above, so below, then if we come up and clear all of these guys, or maybe just get to supply, then our deviation underneath would also clear all the liquidity and give us our trap short. But that's just me future tripping, right? We gotta less predicting, more reacting right now. Safest way to play it. Yeah, I'm looking on maybe getting back in on this dip on Nvidia to play the earnings up, because I played the recovery of that DeepSeek dip, and that trade went pretty nicely. But we'll see. I don't like to double dip too much. Like, usually when I get a good trade, I won't trade that asset again, especially on Legacy. But we'll see. Let me see what the talking heads expect earnings to come in as. That could have been it. We could just come all the way back down into the trap now. Some levels to watch. Yeah, I don't have too much hope for it, Evan. You know how these weekends get long, drawn out, sideways. How long do you think it takes before Elon and the Doge team to start running through the states? When they get rid of those government, get through all the government departments first. But there's 4 years left. If you don't think they're going to make their way through the states and see what's going on with some of this federal funding, Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to slide over to the research PC while we close this hour gap here. I'll be back. Yeah.
Anybody find it weird, the timing of this Bybit stuff? I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
What
What
happened with
did
the
you say?
Bybit?
They
It got
hacked.
hacked by North Korea.
Biggest crypto hack ever.
North Korea.
Bybit got
1.5
hacked
billion.
Was
Yeah, 1.5 billion. Yeah.
on Bybit?
Yes, sir.
yep.
Oh shit.
Right. I was looking at my phone earlier today, this morning. Price was looking good. I check it 15 minutes later, and we're down like 3%. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn off my phone for the day. Check on it later. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. We even had like bullish news just before. Something about the SEC litigation of Coinbase.
Dude,
So
and
we
the
were
chart was
pumping.
looking so nice too. Not even just any news. The
Yeah.
chart was looking great. It was so ready, man.
Everything dumped though, also like legacy media, because there's also some news about a new coronavirus as well. When everything was at resistance, double top, Nasdaq, and all the other stuff.
So we just had the biggest liquidation event like 3 weeks ago, and now we have the biggest hack in crypto history. This happened in the span of a month, maybe less if I'm
Oh,
not mistaken.
don't forget about the Libra stuff. That was like all the news 2 days ago. Now everyone forget about it already.
I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest.
The meme coin by Argentina.
Oh yeah, yes.
Did you see the interview with CoffeeZilla?
No, I did not.
Oh man, you should watch it. It's outrageous. The guy
And
is
not to
basically
mention
admitting that,
the Meteora thing.
yeah, that was linked to it, right? Because he
Dude,
was
this
admitting to insider trading and
yeah, this feels like a bear market. Like this feels like a bear market. This news, it just doesn't usually happen at these times, right? I mean, this is my first real
but then
cycle,
on
but
the
it
other
feels
hand,
like something that happened when Bitcoin's under 20K.
but then if you look at the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, we're still like within the range. We didn't really dump that hard.
I think the timing was sus, bro. Like we were ready. I think we were ready to go eventually to all-time highs within a week or two. And then this happens. Not saying it can't happen, but because they do seem to be handling it decently well, but it's fear in the markets now because of this. Fridays in crypto, the 17th of January, Trump token liquidity train. 24th of January, which is also a Friday, DeepSeek dump. Friday 31st January, Trump tariff, ETH liquidations. Friday 14th of February, Libra launch. And then today, Friday, Bybit hack. So it looks like Fridays are bearish now.
Damn, so if Bybit goes bankrupt or something, that we get a even bigger dump.
Yeah. I think we'll be fine. I mean, as time goes on, new things are gonna come up, but that's kind of always how this type of stuff goes. But it seems like they're handling it okay.
It's still hard to believe that Bybit will. Yeah, I don't think with 1.5 billion, I don't think they're gonna go bankrupt.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they're gonna file any of that shit.
Have y'all tried Grok 3? It's actually really good. I'm gonna start using it.
going on?